Hey guys, this is DK, and I quickly wanted to pop in and share something with you guys. So, on Sunday night, I was trying to plan for the week as to, what I wanted to share with you guys, and the content I was trying to, post on my page and my group. And I was online. I was looking for some ways to optimize, how I can be better. How I can increase my performance, and optimize, the way I do things. And when I was searching on Google just to get some ideas, I came across these articles like 15 ways to get better at something, or 7 ways to, start your mornings, or, all these different articles, which were like 4 or 5 pages long. And none of these actually were answering any of the questions. It was just like they just went on in circles trying to just say the same thing again, but in different ways. Right? And as I kept on searching, I found like, all these nonsense, basically some just weird articles just to grab your attention. Something like, 10 ways to walk in a straight line. So then I went back, and I started looking at um, my own journey, and you know try to take inspiration from the journeys of my mentors, and see what they're doing that I am not doing right now, and and what lessons I can take from that. And two things, just two things actually just stood out, right? And the first one was mindset, or your belief systems, right? And the second one was discipline in taking action, right? So on the belief side, or on the mindset side, what I've seen is that unless and until you truly believe in yourself, in your own potential, that you are going to be able to do it, you are never going to hit a target unless and until you believe in yourself, right? So if you start on a very weak foundation of belief, there's no way you're going to get long-term results. You might get short-term results, like you probably see some videos and you say, hey, oh, I got this, I got some motivation and I got really inspired, and in 1 week, I achieved so much. But unless and until you believe in yourself that you can actually do it, you're never going to be able to make it. And that's true for all the new year resolutions, which I'm pretty sure people drop like flies towards mid-January, when none of the resolutions complete. Some of them do, but not all, right? Most of them don't, right? It's same with the 3% stat that's out there in the industry, that only 3% of any online course, or any gym memberships, or any people committing to a course actually finish. That's 97% of a failure rate, or 3% of success rate, which is very low. Now, the second thing is taking consistent action, and that kind of that's where discipline comes in, right? So these days, discipline has a very negative connotation to it, but that's just other people, or people who don't want to do the work, kind of saying, "Oh, discipline sucks" and all that stuff, right? But if you totally believe in the action, or sorry, totally believe in the purpose, or the goals that you're trying to hit, you're automatically more probable to take action. And when you take consistent action, just like going to the gym for every day for 20 minutes, let's say 5 days a week, you commit to constantly going to the gym and working out for 20 minutes, you're going to see the results, maybe not in 3 days or 4 days, but if you consistently keep going for about 2 weeks and a month, and 2 months, you are going to see results. Now, in one day, if you work out for 4.5 hours, 5 hours of cardio, you go for a hike, or you go for marathon, half marathon, or something, yes, you are going to see some drop in weight. But if you the next day you don't do anything, the next 7 days you don't do anything, for 2 weeks you don't do anything, you're gonna gain all that weight you lost back, right? You're just gonna go back to zero again, right? It's not gonna work out. So it's same like, for example, in my own journey, right? Initially I believed that yeah, I could lose weight, right? Although in the back of mind I was always thinking, always have these BS excuses that, hey, it's probably in my genetics, right? Or I don't have the time, or my bones are heavy. All those kind of crappy stories I kept telling myself. They were just diluting my own belief, right? But once I threw those excuses out of the window, my belief in my own ability became very strong, right? And the progress that I made in the last 6 to 8 months has far surpassed the progress that I ever made in the last 10, 15 years, ever since, started trying to lose weight. And secondly, the consistent action that I've taken, and the one that is the second pillar to success, is the discipline portion of it, right? So I've been going to my classes so regularly that in the last 2 days, in the mornings when I was not able to make it, I felt miserable throughout the day that I was not hitting my, I was not disciplined enough, right? I was eating right. I was, checking the boxes in the checklist. I was weighing myself every day, and I hit 185. But again, I was not happy because that routine, that habit became such a part of my my morning routine and my habit, that I was literally pissed off at myself for not having made it to the gym. But in any case, right? So the bottom line is belief in your potential and your abilities, and throwing away all the excuses. And the second point is consistent action. Long term, for long term results, you need to put in the effort consistently. So take action consistently and believe in yourself, right? And thanks again for watching. And if you think this adds value to you, if it makes sense, then please go ahead and comment or like or share with your friends. And yeah, PM me if you have any feedback on this, right? I appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.